Hello everyone. Now I am going to explain about the bridge rectifier. So here, what is the bridge rectifier and how we can construct the bridge rectifier? Why we prefer the bridge rectifier as compared with the half-wave rectifier and center tapped transformer rectifier or center tapped full wave rectifier. Okay. So here, why we prefer the bridge rectifier means if you see the half-wave rectifier, only half of the power is half of the AC signal is converted into the DC and the remaining power will be wasted. And if you see the center tap transformer, it is using a bulky center tap transformer. That means it occupies more space. Okay, because of these reasons we will move on to the bridge rectifier. Okay, then how we can construct a bridge rectifier here? So the bridge rectifier consists of 4 diodes. Okay, so 4 diodes here, D1, D2 and D3. So this one is the circuit of bridge rectifier here, that is D1, D2, D3 and D4. The transformer output or the secondary winding of the transformer is given as the input here. So this is nothing but secondary winding voltage or secondary winding voltage of transformer. Okay, so that is given to the input to at this A point and at this B point. Okay, so here I am taking that this one is I am taking as plus and minus here. Okay, so if I consider this, why I am using here like this plus minus and minus plus is, so here we have for our input we have 2 half cycles, that is positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Whenever you consider the positive half cycle, it becomes plus at A point and minus at the B point. Okay, similarly if we consider negative half cycle, here we will consider the negative and here we will consider the positive. Okay, that's why here it is indicated as plus minus and minus plus. Plus minus is for positive half cycle and minus plus is for the negative half cycle. So this is the bridge rectifier. It requires 4 diodes and 1 load resistor. It requires 4 diodes and 1 load resistor, and we have another one is here the transformer we are going to use. Okay, then how it will be operated and how we will get the output for both the positive half cycle and negative half cycle we are going to see here. Okay, so for the positive half cycle, so if we consider here what is the positive half cycle, this is the input that is obtained here, that is AC input what we have. So positive half cycle means, so it is from the range from 0 to pi. So the positive half cycle is nothing but from 0 to pi. So if we apply that positive half cycle here, that is the input AC input, that is positive half cycle means this one 0 to pi. So this dotted one is nothing but the negative half cycle. So if this positive half cycle means here we will get plus and here we will get the minus. So that is nothing but at the particular point A, at the node A, there will be a applying of a positive voltage and positive terminal, and this one is connected with the negative terminal. Okay, then what happened to the diodes D1 and D2 and D3 and D4? Okay, so here if you observe that one, here the positive voltage is connected to the diode anode, D1 anode, and this one is, if suppose it is cathode. Okay, so here this positive terminal or positive voltage is applied at the A point and negative is connected to the B point. Okay, so if it is connected to the A point means what happened here, that is the positive is connected to the anode. Okay, so the positive is connected to the anode of the D1 and at the same time the positive is connected to the cathode of the D2. This one is anode and this one is cathode. So what happened here, if it is connected, the positive value is connected to the anode of the diode D1, then the diode D1 will be in on condition. So the diode D1 is in forward bias and D1 is on here. But at the same time, the positive voltage is connected to the cathode of the D2. You can observe here, this one is the positive one and that is connected to the cathode of the D2. So if you consider the reverse bias condition for the cathode, if you connect the positive terminal, that is nothing but reverse bias condition. So here the positive is applied to the diode D2 cathode, so the diode D2 is in off condition. D2 is off. Okay, that is D2 is in reverse bias, and we will consider the reverse bias means, so it is in off condition. Then this point, at this A point, it is over with D1 and D2. Now what we are doing here, at the same time we are applying the negative at this point, point B. Okay, negative is connected to the point B. So negative is connected to the point B means here, so negative is connected to point B, that negative is connected to cathode of the D3. So cathode means here K I am indicating, and this one is the anode. Okay, so this diode is in forward bias, and at the same time the negative, that is this one is anode and this one is cathode, but at the point B we are applying the negative voltage. So that negative voltage will apply to the anode of the D4 and cathode of the D3. So the diode D3 will be, D3 is on and D4 will be in reverse bias, because the negative voltage is connected to the anode of the D4. So that is negative is connected to the anode and positive is connected to the cathode. That is nothing but a reverse bias. So D4 will be in reverse bias condition. D4 is in reverse bias and D3 is in forward bias. Again D2 is in reverse bias and this one is forward bias. Forward bias D1. So what happened here, when it is forward bias, the current will flows from anode to cathode, and for an ideal diode, this diode will be open circuited. So I am making that one as the open circuit condition. I am making this one as open circuited for positive. This diode D2 is in reverse bias and therefore it will be open circuited. So is there any current in the reverse bias condition? There is no current that is flow through the diode D2. Similarly, here we have the diode D4 that is also in a reverse bias condition. So I will make this one as also open circuited here. Okay, so this one is open circuited. Then which one is on and which one is off? Diode D1 and D3 will be on. So combinedly, if you write D1 comma D3 on, diodes D1 comma D3 on, and next D2 comma D4 will be in off condition. So out of these two, there is no current that will flow from D2 to D4. Okay, so therefore it is open circuited, and this one is also open circuited. Then what happened to the current that is flowing? So this diode is what? In forward bias, so the current will flows from anode to cathode. So that's why the direction of the current is indicated like this. This blue arrow marks will indicate the direction of the current. So this current that is from the D1 will flows from anode to cathode, and it will flows through the RL. Okay, that is load resistance, and again it will reaches this point. Okay, but here there is no flow towards this side, but there is a flow because this D3 is the on condition. D3 is on condition means the more current will flows from anode to cathode of the D3. So the direction of the current is like this. So from this point to through the RL, and it is goes like this, and it will complete its cycle. Okay. Then what is the direction of the current in for positive half cycle? From which point to which point it will flows? So here if you observe, it starts with A. It starts with A, and it will flows through the this point, that is D point, and next it goes with the C and again B, so it will reaches to the point, ending point. So it will complete one circle, that is A through D and C and B, and again it comes to the A. Okay, so this is the current direction in the positive half cycle of the input waveform. Okay, so it goes with the A, this point is A and this point is D, and this point, it is like this the direction, and it goes again to the A. Okay, So that means here A, D, C, B, A. The current direction is that one. So it will complete one cycle in the positive half cycle of the input waveform. So that is nothing but here for the positive half cycle, the D1 and D3 will be on condition, and only through the D1 and D3 the current will flows, and that is indicated for 0 to pi. Okay, at this point D1 and D3 will be on and D2 and D4 will be in off condition. So at this point D1, D3 is on, and here the D2, D4 will be in off condition. So this is about the for the positive half cycle 0 to pi, how this bridge rectifier will works. Okay, now we are moving to the next one for negative half cycle of the input. Negative half cycle of the input means from this point to this point. That is, negative half cycle is from pi to 2 pi. Okay, so this is the negative half cycle. So and in this negative half cycle from pi to 2 pi, so we can make the changes as minus here and plus. That means at point A or at node A, what is the voltage that is applied is negative voltage, and at the point B the positive voltage is connected here. Okay, so what is happening here is nothing but from pi to 2 pi we are applying the negative half cycle voltage. So if I apply the negative half cycle and it is connected, this polarity will changes as, that means here you can draw that negative half cycle as like this. So it will be negative and positive. At the point A, the negative voltage will be applied, and at the point B, the positive voltage will be applied. Then we will apply the same procedure, which voltage or which one is connected, which negative voltage is connected to the anode of the D1. Okay, so if you observe this one is the anode and this one is the cathode, and similarly here we have anode and cathode. So here anode and cathode. So next here also anode and cathode of the diode. Okay, so what happened here? This negative voltage at the point A is connected with the anode of the D1, and therefore it is reverse bias condition. So here what happened? D1 is reverse bias and D1 is off. What happened? Because here we are applying the negative voltage, so negative voltage to the anode of the diode. Anode of the diode negatively connected, so it is a reverse bias condition. So D1 is in off condition. So D1 is in off condition means I can make this one as open circuit. So therefore it will be a open circuit condition. D1 is in off condition. So now what happened again here, that negative voltage is connected with the cathode of the D2. Okay, so that is nothing but cathode of the D2 is connected with the negative voltage, therefore the D2 will be forward bias. D2 is in forward bias. Here I am indicating in short form, FB means forward bias and RB is nothing but the reverse bias. So I will write here FB is forward bias, and RB is nothing but the reverse bias. So here the D2 is in forward bias, so the D2 will be in on condition because the negative voltage is connected to the cathode of the D2, so that's why D2 will be in on condition. So next what we have, it is on condition means the current will flows from anode to cathode. So the direction I have indicated clearly with the blue lines, that is blue arrow marks. Here also we have blue arrow marks. It will goes from A to D, D to C and C to B, and again it will comes to the A. So this is the direction of or flow of current for the positive half cycle. Now here D2 is in on condition or forward bias condition. So the current direction is from C to A here up to that point. So now what happened? Again we have to consider this positive voltage also. Where the positive voltage is applied at node B, the positive voltage is applied. At this point, the positive voltage is applied. So if this positive voltage is applied for the D4, what happened? For the D4, the anode is connected to the more positive value, so that therefore the D4 is in on condition, and at the same time here the more positive value or positive voltage will be connected to the cathode of the D3, so therefore D3 will be goes into the reverse bias. So D3 is in reverse bias and D3 is off condition. Okay, D3 is in reverse bias and it is in off condition. Okay, now what happened to this D4? D4 is connected because more positive value is connected to the anode of the D4, therefore D4 is in forward bias. So D4 is on condition. Okay, so D4 is on condition means what is the direction of the current here? Anode to cathode. Anode to cathode means from this B to D and through this RL, and it is goes with the C to A, and it again comes to the B. This is one circle that is completed. So you can observe the direction here. So from B to D and next D to C through the RL and C to A and again A to B, the direction of the current. So here what is the flow of current here? The flow of current will take place from first it starts with B and again it goes to the D and it goes with C and it A and again it comes to the B. So this is the direction of the flow of the current in the for the negative half cycle. Okay. So if you observe this one here, combinedly we can write it as D1, D2, comma D4 goes into the on condition and D1, comma D3 are off condition. Okay, so this is for what? For the negative half cycle. Even though it is D2 and D4 is in on condition and D1, D3 are off condition. Even though two diodes are on and two diodes are off, then but we get the current in this one and the direction of the current is always through the D. So here it is the common point and here also through the D it is flowing. Whatever it may be, the direction is same. Here also from it is from going from A to D and D to C. Similarly here also the current is flowing from B to D but the D to C. So here the current for the positive half cycle, if I consider that one as I1, and the current for the negative half cycle if I consider that is I2, both the current directions are in the same direction, that is nothing but they will passes through the RL. Okay, they will passes through the RL. Here and here, the for both positive and negative half cycles, the current will passes through the RL, that is load resistor. That means I1 passes through the RL and I2 is also passes through the RL in the same direction. So you can observe here where here I have written that A to D and D to C here. This is important because here the RL is present. Similarly here also it is passes through the D to C and it is RL. So both the currents, this one is I2 current and this one is I1 current direction, if suppose that is at D1, D3 on condition and D2, D4 on condition. So this one is if I consider I1 current and I2 current for positive and negative half cycles. So that will be added at this RL. The voltage will be added and at the same time the current, both the currents will be added because they are going in the same direction. So we can have, this is the from 0 to pi the positive half cycle current, and here from pi to 2 pi we have the current. At that point D2 and D4 will be on. Okay, and D1 and D3 will be in off condition. So you can write here D1, D3 off and D2, D4 on condition. So this is the point. Because of that we are getting some current, and at the same time here D1, D3 on, D2, D4 off. So for both, whatever it may be, for positive half cycle 0 to pi, this condition is obtained, but the current will flows. Okay, and the same time from pi to 2 pi also this condition will apply, that is D1, D3 off and D2, D4 will be on, but we have the current. So here I am indicating for the negative half cycle, I am indicating the current as with the black sketch, and here for positive half cycle I am representing that current as with blue. So, but whatever it may be, the direction of the I1 and I2 will be same, that is passes through the RL in the same direction. So the output current or the total current IL will be here, if you add this one with this current at 0 to pi and pi to 2 pi. So from 0 to pi, here we have for positive half cycle some current is exist and here it is 0. Okay. Therefore, if you add these two from 0 to pi, so you will get the resultant value as from 0 to pi some current will flows, that is for the first condition. And second condition is what? From pi to 2 pi the current is flowing here is 0 for the first one, and here through the D, because of D2 and D4 on, the current will flows. That current I am taking as like this. So if you add both, you will get the final, the resultant current, that is the load current or the current that is passes through the load resistance RL. Okay. So here if we observe for both the conditions, for both half cycles, for the positive half cycle from 0 to pi we are getting the output, and from negative half cycle pi to 2 pi also we are getting the current. So because of that, for both half cycles, positive and negative half cycles, in bridge rectifier also we are getting the output waveform. That's why this rectifier is also considered as the full wave rectifier. Okay. So in the previous discussion I told that we can classify the bridge rectifier into full wave rectifier into two types, center tapped and bridge rectifier. Okay. So whatever it may be, here for both the positive and negative half cycles we are getting the output. So that's why these rectifiers are called as what? Either center tapped or bridge rectifier is called as full wave rectifiers. Okay. So this is the working and the construction of bridge rectifier, and for positive half cycle what happened, and for the negative half cycle of the input what happened, which diode will be forward bias, which diodes will be in reverse bias, and what is the current direction in forward bias condition, and what is the current direction in reverse, that is nothing but in the negative half cycle I have indicated here, and I have drawn the output waveforms. So this is about the bridge rectifier. Okay. So thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel.